They should bring it up.
Okay.
They should see the difference from there to now.
Gotcha.
Me at my worst, to me at the biggest event in the history of events right now. There's never been any bigger than this.
Your kids are out here, everyone's coming in to see you on Friday. What does it mean to have family with you?
Well, it's the family's everything. But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special.
For decades, the name Mike Tyson has been synonymous with greatness, power, and fear. The world watched as the youngest heavyweight champion in history rose to dominate boxing with an iron fist. But now, at the edge of retirement, Tyson has one final message for his fans. One last stand to prove that no one, no matter how much time passes, can ever take away his place as the baddest man on the planet.
And the ring is when the party begins. Then we're gonna find out, can he party with the big boys?
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Run for them life.
There's never been a night this big.
Mike Tyson's comeback, though a thrilling and emotional moment for fans, is also deeply bittersweet. For many, seeing Tyson return to the ring is a dream come true, but it also carries the weight of knowing it will be the last time they witness the legendary fighter in action. Tyson's fans, who have followed his journey through the highs of his prime and the lows of his struggles, are caught in a whirlwind of emotions. For years, fans had come to terms with the idea that the greatest heavyweight of all time was no longer a force in the ring. But now, with his unexpected return, they are given one last taste of the Tyson they once worshipped.
It was a no-brainer that we fought. That's my opinion. That was just a no-brainer. He was just becoming more popular, and I wanted to fight continually, and I thought that would be a good fight to have.
They feel the rush of excitement as his comeback fight looms on the horizon. But with that excitement also comes an undeniable sadness. It's like catching a glimpse of the past, of the fighter who once ruled the world, only to have it slip away again, just as quickly as it reappeared.
Versus Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet.
Nobody could get close to me. I'm the best fighter in the world.
Tyson's message to his fans is clear. Don't mourn the end of this chapter. Celebrate it. This fight with Jake Paul isn't just another headline. It's the final moment in a storied career that has shaped the landscape of boxing. Tyson's return may only be for one more fight, but it's a fight with purpose. It's a chance for Tyson to prove to the world and to himself that he remains the baddest man on the planet. For those who have been with him from the beginning, this isn't just about seeing Tyson back in the ring, it's about closure. It's the final opportunity for fans to witness the power, the determination, and the fury that made Tyson a household name.
I won't do anything if I don't risk being embarrassed. Like now, I want to fight this young motherfucker.
For the countless fans who've been through the heartbreak of seeing their idol step away from the sport, this comeback is a moment of emotional reckoning. It's not just about the fight, it's about saying goodbye to a legend. It's the last time they'll see Tyson do what he does best, and that makes it all the more emotional. For them, the fight with Jake Paul is more than just the biggest event of the year. It's Tyson's swan song, a moment to honor the man who once terrified opponents and captivated millions. Tyson's fans are not just watching for the outcome of the fight, they are witnessing history, and they are forever grateful for this final chance to see their hero in action.
Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
It would be the biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be easy.
As the fight draws near, Tyson's legacy is crystal clear. This last fight is not only for him, but for everyone who believes in him. It's a bittersweet farewell to a career that will forever be etched in the annals of boxing history, but also a celebration of everything Tyson has given to the sport and to his fans. And while the goodbye may be tough, the memories and the impact he's had will never fade.
Is it frustrating to train like you did and then have this in 7 or 8 seconds?
For this fight, I only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight. I had to bury my best friend, And I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight. I dedicated this fight to him. I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
Mike Tyson's journey to the top wasn't just about physical power. It was about his mind, his vision, and his determination to be the absolute best. The story of Tyson's rise is a tale of triumph, tragedy, and everything in between. Mike Tyson's career began like a lightning bolt in the boxing world. At just 20 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, a record that still stands today. In 1986, Tyson defeated Trevor Berbick in a stunning second-round knockout, claiming the WBC title. It was a fight that made the world realize that there was a new force in boxing. Tyson's power was devastating, his speed lightning fast, and his technique almost flawless for someone so young.
20 years old, Mike Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back in the rope, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue.
From there, Tyson's reign only grew more unstoppable. He didn't just win, he annihilated. He became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and his reign was marked by the swift and brutal destruction of his opponents. A 91-second knockout of Michael Spinks in 1988 remains one of the most iconic moments in boxing history, a symbol of his dominance and raw power. But Tyson wasn't just about knocking out opponents. His unique style, blending aggressive offense with defensive head movement, confused and outclassed his opponents in the ring. His iconic peekaboo defense, taught to him by legendary trainer Cus D'Amato, allowed him to move seamlessly between offense and defense. Tyson was a master at using fear against his opponents, stepping into the ring with a presence that rattled even the toughest men. Tyson, the ring was a place of transformation. It was more than just fighting, it was survival. As a kid growing up in the mean streets of Brooklyn, boxing was his escape, his way out. He had a troubled upbringing, full of poverty and crime, but the ring became his sanctuary.
That's it, see? Ain't no way he's gonna hit you then, right? And remember, it's always good to throw the punch where you could hit him and he can't hit you.
Tyson's rise to power was largely thanks to his mentor, the late Cus D'Amato. It was Cus who saw Tyson's raw potential and molded him into a champion. Under his tutelage, Tyson developed into a fighter who wasn't just about brute strength, but also strategy and an unshakable mental edge. Tyson has often spoken about the influence D'Amato had on his life, teaching him that boxing wasn't just about physicality, but about mind control. D'Amato believed Tyson had the mentality to go far, and he was right.
It's talking about my character and my discipline, and I didn't know what discipline was, so he explained to that. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Mike, did you love him or you were afraid of him?
Both.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a young black kid from the hood.
Right.
If you said something disrespectful, my fighting coach would beat you and stop punching you. So, I said I dedicate my life to him for that. I wish I could say he was just this white man I played. I wish I could say that. That's not how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Do you miss him to this day?
No legend comes without its battles, and Tyson's career was no different. As his fame grew, so did the pressures that came with it. His struggles outside the ring, legal issues, personal turmoil, and the challenges of maintaining his focus began to take a toll. In 1992, Tyson was sentenced to 6 years in prison after being convicted of rape. It was a blow to his career and to his fans, who saw their hero fall from grace. But Tyson's story didn't end there. He came back, made comebacks, won more titles, and fought on. He faced some of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing, including Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, and more. But every time, Tyson seemed to be on the verge of greatness again, only to face another setback.
Look at this aggressive animal. He's a sheer instinct right now. This crowd can hear. And here is where corners save you or lose you. If Jay Bright...
Go to the scorecards in terms of an accidental foul.
Intelligence in this fight. Intelligence is where this is going on. Far from it.
In 1997, Tyson faced Evander Holyfield in what would become one of the most controversial fights in boxing history. In a bout that Tyson was losing, he infamously bit Holyfield's ear, an act that resulted in his disqualification. That moment would go down in history as one of the most bizarre and talked about incidents in the sport. Yet, even in that chaos, Tyson's greatness still shone through. He was never a fighter to be underestimated.
Are you going to be more diplomatic in the future? Are you going to lose some of this anger?
I need respect. If you show me respect and stop writing trashy articles about me, then I'll show you respect. I'm a man. Listen, I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to waste my life, because when I die, I'm going to paradise. And I'm not worried, so I'm in a hurry to die. But no one's going to disrespect me, and no one's going to write nonsense about me without me retaliating back. I'm a man, and I can only take so much, and I'm not going to sit back and take so much punishment. I'm a human being, and I need love just like everyone else. You can't talk about me and disrespect me. I have children, too.
Tyson faced some of his fiercest competitors in the 2000s, including Lennox Lewis, who ultimately defeated him in a knockout in 2002, and Danny Williams, who scored an upset victory over Tyson in 2004. These losses marked the end of Tyson's reign as a dominant force in the sport, but they never erased his legacy. Even in defeat, Tyson remained a symbol of power and unrelenting spirit.
I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline, because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
I mean, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
As Tyson ages, he's found peace. No longer the ferocious young fighter, Tyson has reinvented himself outside the ring. From his career in acting and comedy, to his podcast, and even his cannabis business, Mike Tyson has transformed into something the world never expected. A humble, introspective man, learning from his past and teaching others along the way. But the fighter inside him remains, undiminished by time. Even now, he still holds the belief that he can defeat any man in the ring. That's the legacy of Mike Tyson. Not just his titles, not just his knockout power, but his will to fight and to never quit. As Tyson prepares for his final fight, there's an aura of finality that surrounds him. Every punch he throws, every movement he makes, is a reminder of the man he once was and still is. The boxing world has seen many champions, but few have been as iconic as Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better. See, I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me.
This fight isn't about adding to his trophy collection or chasing after an elusive victory. It's about redemption, about proving to the world and to himself that he still has what it takes. Tyson's legacy is one of greatness, but also one of resilience. He's a fighter who's been knocked down, but always rises again. Mike Tyson's career will forever be remembered as one of the most thrilling, dramatic, and unpredictable in boxing history. As he prepares for his last fight, the world watches, eager to see if the baddest man on the planet can still prove himself one last time.